To add a new user, go to Company, Admin and Users and Add. This will bring you up with a blank screen for adding a new user. For the purposes of speed, I'm going to cancel out of that and we're going to go and have a look at the entry screen for one that's already been created. We edit. The user ID is a unique field you will be required to fill in. We usually suggest that you use the first initial of the first name and the surname. You are able to use any user ID that you want. Last name, first name are filled in, along with email address, contact name if you have one. If not, it will create one automatically for you on saving, and the username again populated by concatenating the first and last names. A business user is somebody who actively uses the system and inputs data. An employee is somebody who more looks at the data once it's been entered, may wish to look at charts and reports maybe. The user type differences can be seen here. Admin privileges are only given to business users, and you can create a business user without giving them any admin privileges. You can also give them limited privileges, which lets them set up certain things, but does not let them create admin full users. For those permissions, they need to be full. The status, set to active so that they can access things. Role information. This allows permissions for certain parts of the system. So if you have a role set up for accounts payable, they may be able to enter or view accounts payable bills. If they have access to purchase ledger, they may be able to view an account. Whichever of these two has the highest permissions is what the user will be able to do. They can be taken off, like so, and added, like so. User entities work in the same way. If you have no entities, you are allowed to access the whole of the system. If you add an entity, the user can access E100, and I can also allow them to access top level in addition if I wish. User departments, again, you can add them, delete them like so, and if you leave it blank, the default is you can access all departments. Exactly the same for user territories. You may wish to use this if you have sales regions and you only want people to have access to certain data. Again, you can add and delete as so, and if you leave it blank, all territories can be accessed. And save. A password is required to make any changes to user role information, and we verify by clicking the button as so. As our permissions are active and we're able to go in using this account, we can see here that we have permissions and roles. If I edit the account and make the account inactive or locked out, the account will disappear. I can see the account again by going into Include Inactive. And there we are, showing account inactive with no permissions as you cannot get in the system. To change that back, we go Edit, Activate, save it. And if we take the toggle away now, we can see that Jackie Smith is now on the top page.